Hello, everyone. I'm Greg Weaver. Welcome to the Audio Analyst. Pardon me. Now, as of the time this episode drops, we are just 2.5 weeks away from the 11th annual Capital Audiofest, held at the Twinbrook Hilton in Rockville, Maryland, November 11th through 13th. With 90 exhibit rooms, over 30 vendor tables covering the enormous Atrium floor, and more than 10 guest speakers, this promises to be the biggest, best Capital Audiofest yet. Listen to what show owner and organizer Gary Gill has planned for us this year. Here he is.
All right, everybody, here he is. This is Gary Gill, the founder and showrunner at the Capital Audiofest. This is going to be what, Gary, number 11?
Yes, it is. Number 11.
Cool.
No, you're right.
And dude, when we spoke this morning, the excitement in your voice, you think this is going to be the best one yet. You've got, what, 90 exhibitors set up. You've got 30 plus vendor tables. And you're looking for a pretty high turnout this year, yes?
Oh, definitely.
Cool.
90 rooms, as you said, and 30 plus tables. Plus, I spoke to Stacks yesterday. They took up a table. And it looks like really, really strong. I mean, a strong media presence, and
yeah,
we've been selling a bunch of tickets online. It's just looking really, really positive, especially since, we had a strong turnout last year. Even
I was going to bring that up.
We had nearly 2,500 attendees in the COVID year. So that was pretty good. And hopefully we're going to capitalize and move on up from there.
Yeah. Now you dropped out a little bit there. You said 2,500 for last year when the comeback from COVID event.
Almost 2,500 last year.
Yeah, and dude, you know how happy. Go ahead.
Yeah. No, it's just kind of odd with 2,500 people walking around with masks on, and it was pretty interesting. But everybody got along, and everybody was very happy.
Oh, buddy.
Really, really strong turnout on Friday, which is unusual.
Yeah.
Because I think now a lot of people work from home, and they decided to skip out a little bit to their work from the Capital Audiofest.
Yeah. Well, it had been almost 2 years since we'd had a show. Yeah. And I told you, when we talked about your show after last year, I said, I know you were a little anxious about it, but I couldn't thank you enough for doing it, buddy. We were so excited we all wanted it to happen. Right. And it was so much fun. You were so right. Everybody had such a great time. And you're so much bigger already this year. I mean, there was a bit of a diminishment because of the COVID thing for last year, but it was still a great show. And dude, you were in the high 80s before, and you're at 90 now. So this is bigger than it has been, right?
Yes, this will be the largest show yet.
Cool.
Yeah. So we're on the 6th floor, the 5th floor, and then the 3rd floor, which is the main level, which is actually the level where the registration is.
Right.
And finally on the Atrium level, where we have
all the tables.
Most of the tables.
Yeah.
And also, of course, you have the Potomac room where Vac and Von Schweikert are.
Yes.
And then we have another room right next door, which is also equally as amazing. You could literally spend your whole show down there on the Atrium. But, it's going to be tough to see all the rooms, all the vendors in a weekend.
Oh, dude, that's, I've said that, there are certain times you can't get to every room. So you have to plan and pick and choose. But that's one of the nice things about being able to see who's going to be there. Go to the website, look at what vendors are going to be there, pick set your schedule so you can see all the stuff you really want to see.
Correct. And we have a great guest speakers list.
Hey, can you run through any of that quickly? I didn't even see that yet, buddy.
Yeah. Let me see here.
Okay.
So, for example, we have 4 guest speakers on Friday, 4 on Saturday, and then 3 on Sunday. So starting off, some of the interesting ones, well, they're all interesting, but we have one from MyTech in the morning, also from Norman Varney, Noise and Vibration, from an audiophile's perspective. J.R. Boys Claire with Wally Tools. Ken Stevens from CAT. Ken Stevens from CAT is theory and practice of vacuum tubes and audio.
Ken's fun. I've known him for a long time. He's always good.
Yep. A good friend of mine, Matt Barton, he works with the Library of Congress.
Oh, wow.
And he's a good friend of mine. He comes over and we listen to music together, but his seminar, he picks up collections of famous people like Coltrane, like Miles Davis, like you name it, all these famous musicians that have passed on and the families give them their estates. His is going to be entitled the 78s, cylinders, surface noise, and CDs. Can lo-fi and hi-fi find happiness together?
Interesting.
Of course, we have Jose Ramirez, record playback technology, yesterday, today, and tomorrow. Charles Kiermis, who is, everybody knows Charles, who will debunk record cleaning myths. And then we have a new guy on the scene that I met at the Pacific Audiofest. His name is Ken Songer. He manufactures field coil drivers.
Oh, wow.
And so he's going to give a seminar on an introduction to field coils. Learn the what and whys of modern field coil driver design.
Cool.
And so it goes on and on.
Sounds like fun, Gary. Do you have any music? You're going to have music in the lounge or in the restaurant area during the shows? Yeah. So Thursday night we have the industry happy hour. I'll be there.
So you're going to be there, right?
Oh yeah.
And of course. Enjoy the music. Enjoy the music. Puts them on. You got to be there. Yep. You got to give that report. Tell Steve I was a good boy. Yeah. and then on Friday. I'm doing something weird. I got a friend of mine who's a magician. He's coming in at 6 o'clock. He's going to roam table to table while we're doing some beer sampling out in the registration area. There'll be beer sampling, and the magician will go from table to table and meet and greet with people and do tricks on people's tables, etc.
Well, you don't know this about me, Gary, but I was a professional magician for years. No way. I used to work nightclubs and bars where I would go table to table and do magic for a couple hours a night. So I'll be looking forward to meeting this guy.
Yeah. So we usually meet up with him once or twice a week. Sorry to say, we go do happy hours on Thursdays and Fridays at our local high-end grocery store. We sample microbrews and local wineries. So we do that. But so therefore, they're going to be doing some of the same samplings in the hotel with the magician. And then also we'll have live music starting on Friday at 7-ish. And then same thing on Saturday. So live music on Friday and Saturday. On Saturday, we already have the band set up. And his name is Anthony Pirog. He played last year. He's an amazing guitarist. That, in my opinion, he's along the lines of a Bill Frisell. Okay. He's amazing, and he brings his own vinyl.
Cool.
He got vinyl pressings. We sold a bunch of them last year. And then about 5 or 6 years ago, he and his wife, who's a cellist, they also do duets. They tend to go more for classical / abstract avant-garde jazz. And the vinyl is great quality by Cuneiform Records based out of Silver Spring, Maryland.
Cool.
And then Friday night, I'm still working on it. There's a local jazz venue in DC called Songbird. That's BYRD. They're bringing in a Americana blues rock group.
Oh, wow.
I'm waiting on the details. I should know today about them. But that's Friday night.
Well, all this stuff will be up on the site eventually, right? We can go look all this up at the site, which I'm going to link in today's video so people can get it.
It'll be up there.
Yeah. Buddy, I got to tell you, your show has blossomed into one of the best shows, period.
Thank you.
You know how I feel about your show. I really enjoy it. I love coming to this.
Yeah.
And quite honestly, I don't know. We haven't decided if we're doing it or not yet, but I normally do those late night LP sessions in the Potomac room with the guys from VAC and Von Schweikert and the audio company. So hopefully we'll be doing that this year. We'll see. I haven't gotten confirmation on that yet, but I'm willing to do it if they want to. So
that'd be great. It's always well attended. It's usually standing room only in there.
You've seen it. We do. They have such a great crowd at these things. They have so much fun letting me play. And dude, it's just me playing my favorite stuff. It's not audiophile music. It's just great recordings.
Yeah, that's great stuff.
Yeah.
Matter of fact, Von Schweikert, VAC is always in several other rooms.
Sure.
But Von Schweikert this year is doing the same.
Yep.
So
they told me.
They have another room on the 6th floor. Because I had a nice conversation with Life and Damon, and I said honestly, some people are a little intimidated by the suits, and they want to have. Everybody knows. Not everybody knows that you have a wide range of varying priced product. So granted, they go into the Potomac room and it's monster pair of speakers. It sounds amazing, but yet you can get the same results in a smaller room, in a standard room in your home.
Yeah.
So Damon took that to heart, and they're going to have another room.
Well, I've been pushing them to do that for about 3 years, for about 4 years, because you've heard their smaller speakers. They have so much of the DNA of the big ones that it's intimidating. It's really amazing what they can do. So I'm anxious to see what they do this year. That we've been pushing them to do it for a long time, and they finally decided they needed to do it. So, buddy, it's going to be so much fun. I can't wait. I'll see you Thursday night. All right.
Sounds good.
All right, pal. Anything else you want to talk about before we sign off?
We brought some new companies coming from the West Coast, from Pacific Audiofest, are coming here.
Cool.
We hope in turn those vendors will also in turn go back to the Pacific Audio.
Sure.
So it's all looking really good. We're going to cover the East and the West Coast.
I know, buddy. You're doing it right.
Great.
You're doing it right. Dude, it's been a great show so far. I can't wait to see what you do this year.
Excellent.
I'll see you Thursday night, brother.
Thanks a bunch.
All right, buddy. Take care. I'll see you soon.
All right. See you. Bye-bye.
Bye-bye.
Bye.
Thanks for taking the time to fill us in on all the latest developments for this year's event, Gary. I can't wait. I have included a link to the Capital Audiofest website where you can review all this info, see the schedule of speakers and events, and purchase your advance tickets. I really hope to see you there. Be sure to say hello when you see me. Thank you for taking the time to drop by today. Please click the subscribe and notify buttons if you haven't already. Be sure to share your comments or questions. And please don't forget to like and share links to your favorite episodes with your friends or on social media. Further information on supporting the channel may be found in today's description section or at my website, theaudioanalyst.com. Please stay safe and keep the music playing. Till next time, cheers.